Am I seeing this right here?
We need to pivot
Yeah.
just quickly, and this was one that we saw coming. Jaelan Phillips traded to the Eagles.
Holy crap.
Vic
Wow.
Fangio, one of the only players that apparently liked Vic Fangio, and Vic Fangio liked the year that he was in Miami, and it was a complete and total shit show.
I'm shocked by this.
Jaelan Phillips goes to the Eagles. That is the word of Adam Schefter. They have now made their most recent trade. 2026 third-round pick is what the Dolphins will get in exchange for Jaelan Phillips. Yesterday I was told they were going to trade either Jaelan Phillips or Bradley Chubb, most likely not both. Well, one of them's gone, and there's still time left.
Gosh,
Bradley Chubb.
I'm shocked they didn't pick this guy. I am.
Why?
Well, Jaelan Phillips is, before his injury last year and getting hurt, he's the best player on their defense. I mean, he's rare. He's a type of talent that can lead the NFL in sacks. He's that. Is he at his best right now? No, he's coming off an injury. He's not quite there. But damn, by the time the playoffs come around, late December, he might be totally 100%.
And that's what all these moves are for the Eagles.
Yeah.
They're all moves like Jair Alexander.
Right.
Let's see where he is when we get to
we'll
January.
gauge it, and hopefully he can help us out when it matters. Right. So, yeah, their pass rush hasn't been as effective, but that's an unbelievable move. I'm actually shocked the Miami Dolphins are willing to get rid of him. I am. I mean, Bradley Chubb's getting paid a lot of money, and that's probably what hurt it all at the end of the day is his big contract and his age and all that. But, man, Miami, that's a homegrown talent, a guy you drafted, and they're going to let him out the door. I am surprised by that. He is one of their blue-chip players on their football team.
He had 6.5 sacks in 8 games in 2023. That's the year with Vic Fangio. Suffered the torn Achilles tendon on Black Friday against the Jets.
Right.
Last year only played in 4 games. This year in 9 games had 3 sacks. And they've got the interim GM. Then they're now in Champ Kelly. And, it's funny because the stuff that was coming out Saturday night, because the insiders now try to get a head start on Sunday Splash. You start seeing reports on Saturday night. And somebody called me and he said, all this talk about Jalen Waddle possibly being traded, this isn't Champ Kelly. Any trades that the Dolphins make are going to be made by the owner.
Right.
They're not throwing the keys to an interim GM who has virtually no chance of being the GM next year.
Right. Well, what I would say is Champ Kelly's been around the block. I think highly of Champ Kelly. He's one of those guys. But I
know,
hear your point.
But he's not going to be the GM next year.
No, I hear you there. But at the same time, he knows more football than Stephen Ross.
Oh,
and that's
absolutely.
where I just go. That's
Absolutely.
where, when you said this trade and I saw you playing with some graphic, I was like, wait, did the Dolphins really trade Jaelan Phillips? And I'm going, man, I saw yesterday in the news they were saying Stephen Ross had to be the one to sign off on any trade. And I was just like, oh, my gosh, they signed off on that of all guys. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that one, but either way, the rich get richer and the Eagles will take it. That's
richer
for sure.
Get rich.
The richer get rich.
That's what their first round pick said. And
yeah, that's right.
What's his name? The guy that fell to them at 31, 32.
You mean Jahad Campbell?
Yeah, Jahad Campbell.
Yeah, right.
Richer get rich.
Right. Yeah.
So, and here they go. And
Right.
hey, the Dolphins don't care if it makes the Eagles better. They got far bigger problems than whether or not the Eagles get back to the Super Bowl and win another one. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.